Good evening and welcome to Scrapbooking with a Twist. We're going to do the second bi-monthly swap for the month of January, and it was, let me see, the theme was stamp, color, and cut. So I am going to use this stamp that I got at Scrapbook Convention this summer that I haven't used yet, of the popcorn. And so I'm going to show you, I'm going to put some dimension on it and make it. So that's what we're going to make tonight. So I have kind of done some things in advance so that here is just the stamp. And I did it in my Misty, but these stamps are so good, you don't have to restamp them very often, but I do like to do it in my Misty so that I get a good stamp. So that's what we start with. And then I colored it with my red Tri-Blend. I love my Tri-Blend markers. And I used the medium red, I believe it was, yes, the medium red. And I'm not going to color this whole thing, but I just want to show you how nicely they color. They're just, you don't have to do anything. I mean, like, I'm just slopping this because I have to be right over it to be able to color it good. But they just blend and they don't leave the streaks. And this one I've used a lot, and so it isn't even like it. I probably need a new one. But look how nicely they do. And then as they dry, they blend even more. I just love these markers. I've had mine for quite some time, and I've got 2 or 3 that I've just flat used up. But anyway, so then I colored the red, and then I cut it out. And so that's where we're going to start today, so that you didn't have to watch me fussy cut. You didn't have to watch me do all of that. So we're going to start with this. Now, to prepare this, oh, and I stamped 2 for every one so that I could cut out the popcorn, all of the popcorn again. And see, yeah. And so I've got an extra of all of the popcorn. I've actually already colored that one. So I've got an extra of all the popcorn, but I want to do the what's going to be under all of that first. And so I used 3 different inks. I used Scattered Straw, I used Mustard Seed, and I used Vintage Photo. And so let me just kind of show you what I did. I'm going to start with the lightest color first, and just put some of that around. Of course, there's really no, oh, you've got to put it here, you've got to put it there on these. I just kind of went around and did some. And actually these down here, you could do all of this bottom part. I think on all of mine, I just did in the Scattered Straw. I don't even think I put the yellow on it because it's going to be covered up. And so, but mostly just the edges, really all I care about on this one, because it's going to be covered up with the other layer. But I do want it so that all of the edges look like they've got some color on them. And then, let's get these down here a little bit. These, like I said, don't need any kind of special treatment because they're going to be covered up for the most part. All right, then I did do some inking that will show down here with my Vintage Photo, because I wanted to put a little bit of shadowing on these, like around the bottom, just light, just to give it a little bit of shadowing. So I didn't really put much on my dauber at all, just a little, and then down from the top just a little. Doesn't show much on the red, but it still gives it a little bit of a shadow. But I think it needs it just to kind of step it up a notch. Okay, and then I may do a little bit heavier right around the bottom. Okay, I think that's plenty good for that. Okay, so there's that. And actually I used 4 colors because I did use some black soot just to go around the edges, especially down these sides where those lines were. I don't like the white on the cardstock to show, so I go around the edges just a little bit so that there isn't any white showing. All right, so that's got our just basic popcorn done. And now we're going to work a little bit on our popcorn that's going to be on top. So that's where I'm going to use really these 2 main colors. So just giving some yellow on kind of the round tips. Like I said, it really doesn't matter where it goes. It just needs some variance in color. So there we go. I think we're going to call that good on that part. Let's do this one. Get it up here and do a little on it. Okay. And then we're going to go to our scattered straw and put a little bit of dark in there. And I'm going to go all around the edges, but I want a little bit of dark just around here and there. That's about to get dry, I think. I've used it a lot. Okay, and then let's just go around the edges. Yeah, it's really getting dry. I've got to re-ink that. And kind of, I'm going to get the outside edges as I go. That is really dry. While I'm doing this, I need to do the twist because I'm nearly finished. I'll be putting the foam tape on, and that takes a little bit. But let me go ahead and do the twist while I'm doing this inking. The twist, again, is something that I found on Facebook that I really liked. And it said, the longer the tea bag sits in the cup, the stronger the tea. It's the same with us. The longer we stay in God's Word, the stronger we become. So just like that tea bag has to sit in the cup of hot water for a while to make the tea stronger, we need to sit in God's Word and let it make us stronger. You know, any relationship takes time, and it takes listening, and it takes a desire to want to please each other for that relationship to grow. And we're the same way. We can't expect to have a relationship, and we can't expect the strength and the things that we want out of our relationship with God unless we sit with Him and spend time with Him and invest in Him and let Him invest in us instead of building that wall between us. So I really liked that the tea bag has to sit in the cup, and we need to sit in God's Word to grow and to become strong. I liked that. Okay, I'm just about through. This is not the easiest because didn't realize how dry this had become on that scattered straw, but we've got it. It's all good now. Okay, I am going to go around the edges just a tiny, tiny little bit. Not really a must, but that's stuck to there. I just don't like that white to show anywhere, so I'm going to just touch it with this vintage photo. And then we're going to be ready to put it together. This one's really simple. It took me some time to do all the fussy cutting, and I think I ended up making about 12 of them. So it did take me a minute to do the fussy cutting on all of it, but it wasn't too bad. All right, so now we are just going to take our pieces and use our foam tape so that we get it a little bit more dimensional. So let's put our big top one on first. I love this foam tape. It's just the Dollar Tree foam tape, but it's good. I've never had any problem with it. Let's see. Let me cut one and put right down there at the bottom. And we will have that one done. So if you have not, if this is like your first one to see, or you haven't been following us over on Ginger's Corner, this is a hop on Ginger's Corner, and it's changed from last year, and I really, really think we're going to like it. We have a theme, like this one we just had to stamp, color, and cut, but we could do anything we wanted to. And then we exchange. But you can just go over there and watch the videos. If you will look below, there is a link that has everybody else's video on it also, so that you can watch all the creators, including Ginger, and just watch what everybody does. You can be inspired, or you can play along, just whatever you want to do. It's a lot of fun. And if you scrapbook or make cards, you end up getting a lot of embellishments if you do participate in the swap. And she's got videos on how to do that. And just, it's a lot of fun. Like I said, it's changed up a little this year, but I think it's all for the good. So there's that one. Now we got one more to put on there. And we are going to be done. I love the challenges because I get so stuck in a rut. And so by, having to do, like, I probably wouldn't have done one where I stamped and did all this. So it gets me doing things that I wouldn't necessarily do, and I like that. And I need this particular embellishment because we've all been to the movies lately, and I have a cute picture of us at the movies the other day. So I think I'll probably scrap that and maybe use this. And we watch movies here at home all the time. So I think this is a good one to have. The boys love their popcorn in movies. Okay, so there we have it. Let me see if I can get you a little bit closer view. There goes my dog. Perfect timing. Get you a little bit closer view. But I think it turned out pretty cute, and I think it's something that I'll use, and I hope my teammates will use it. I just hope you have a blessed day and be a blessing to someone else.